side 3.
How'd you look?
Where are we?
We're at a brewery. So we are on the Eyre Peninsula at a free camp somewhere between Cowell and I think Arno Bay. Shower's all set up. Cooking some dinner. We might stay here another night. We don't know what we're doing yet. Just playing it day by day. But yeah, so far, start of the year. Pretty nice. I just woke up and Jen goes, "Oh no, look at me shirt. How did you manage this?" The toothpaste. You gotta clean your teeth twice today because you didn't even have any toothpaste on your bloody toothbrush. Can't take you anywhere, eh? So with our little setup, if the wind picks up and we're facing the wrong way, it makes it a bit hard. So rigged up the shower board and got the cooker in here so that we're out of the wind, eh, Jen? Coffee brewing. And yeah, it's looking all right today. A bit windy, so we might head up that way. So the washing's on, everything's charging. Time for a quick wrap and we might go for an explore, eh?
So we just came down to the jetty. Trying to catch some dinner for tonight. Hopefully some squid. But we'll see what we can find.
I'll look at that. So washed everything. Got stuff everywhere. All our washing. Jen's making something fancy. Even washed our cover for this because we stand on here a bit to get in the bed. You right there, Jen? The wind's pretty strong. Heading out onto the jetty. There's a big moon. I reckon the full moon's bad for squidding, but we're going to give it a crack anyway, have a quick squid. If we don't get blown off the bloody jetty, it's incredible. Where are we, Jen?
Just past Port Neill.
Just past Port Neill, little free camp. Wanted a reception tonight to watch my brother fight. And also our friends are here, so that's pretty cool. And the beach is actually a lot nicer to actually swim on. So we'll go soak that up this arvo because we've got some good weather. Dirty bag hack. Got a floppy gammon looking dirty bag like this. All you have to do is drink a whole case of GN. Not hard for us. Not hard for you, is it, Jen? And you got your bin.
Probably should have tested this before you filmed it.
And there you have your bin. Your bin bag, and when you zip that dog up, nice and square. That's how we do it.
Not a bad 20 minutes spearing.
They're not the best fish, but they're bloody dinner. Free meal. So
we're eating tonight.
Just being a black drummer today. Apparently they're pretty good eating. So I just filleted the fish. Just had our showers. How's your shower, Jen? Huh? We didn't even need to use the gas bottle on the shower. Hey? Because the jerry cans here already kept the water warm enough. So same as last time, we chucked it all in a little bag. Bit of paprika, bit of garlic, bit of taco seasoning this time as well, bit of flour. And yeah, we're gonna chuck them on wraps with the salad. In bloody paradise. Packed up, hitting the road again. Good little spot, good little free camp. Would recommend this spot. Wind picked up overnight. It was a bit rough, eh? But we did alright in the Troopy penthouse. Jen's pretty stoked with the bin. How many times did you tell me? About 4 or 5 times, eh? That's the best idea you've ever had. So, so yeah, that's us moving on. So we're walking over to this little island because it's low tide. Because apparently there's penguins there. Hey Jen, so we're going to see if we can find some baby penguins. Just having a quick wrap in bloody paradise. Then we're thinking we might cruise back to one of them little spots we found. We might stay here, it's pretty sick here too. We got to see penguins. So I've been told by 2 people that we're to cruise through this gate to find some mint spot, but it says no access to the public, so we are just cruising with caution. Everything lines up with the maps that we have been given, so I think this is the spot, but hope we don't get in trouble, eh Jen? So we just stumbled across this absolutely killer beach. No one here, don't even know what this beach is called, but the dirt track we went down led us to it. So just went for a swim, punched the drone up, and there's some dolphins playing over here, so we'll chuck the footage up of that next. Spot for the night. Thanks to old Jimbo from the servo and old mate from Instagram. We don't have a reception to find out who he was, but he gave us the location to this spot, and it's not too bad, eh Jen?
Yeah.
Got it all to ourselves. Pretty stoked.
Let's go for a fish.
Okay. Gonna do our first meal on the campfire today. Got this little plate here we're gonna use. Just got some chicken skewers today. Jen's over there prepping it. And we should have a campfire into the night. Pretty stoked. So we have decided to stay here another night because the weather's just too mint. Jen's just sunscreening up. Gonna go get a bit more firewood, make a stew and some damper tonight. So we're pretty stuck with this spot. Gonna do 2 nights here. Night 2 at this spot. What are we having today, Jen?
Beef stew.
We're gonna have a beef stew, and you're gonna make some naan?
Yeah.
Some naan bread to go with it. Cooking it in the fire today. Fire started. Trying to burn some bigger hardwood so we can get some nice coals. And then yeah, we'll show you what dinner looks like. Pretty keen to have a fire cooked stew. Round 2, having a look at the stew. They gave us gloves because this thing... Has anyone ever seen one that short before? I never have. Anyway.
She's bubbling.
So we've been told while we're in SA we need to try this beer. West End Trout? Is that trout?
Draft.
Draft. Okay. Yeah, I like it. You won't like it. It's a bit... Tastes a bit like a furphy to me, to be honest. You want to have
I
a
mean,
try?
I like
You wanna have a
furphies.
try? Jen really likes her lager.
Yeah, I could drink that.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah.
And apparently it's super cheap, so we might get amongst this while we're down here now. Stoked? Oh, yes.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Jen, that's off tap. Bit of naan bread, eh?
Making some naans.
Yeah, naans on the fire. How good.
This is going to be 2 nights of dinner.
I think it'll probably do 2 nights.
I know it smells pretty good.
We got that there. Got these naan breads here. So I've woken up today and it's a little bit of a gloomy day. So as we said last time, that means it's a travel day. We'll go to the next spot. Jen's making some banana and honey pita breads, or naan breads from dinner last night, they're leftovers. Shout out to my old man for the honey. Show him that honey, Jen. That's out of the wall of his house. Thanks, Dad. We're going to hit the road in about 10 minutes and we'll let you know where we end up.
So, he's decided he wants to get up in here. But we have to go through this. He doesn't want to air down. So, see how it goes. Alright, so pretty easy. Now to pick a spot.
So we've decided to stay at this spot. It's a free camp just down from Tumby Bay's up that way. Port Lincoln is down that way. What's going on, Jen?
Reheating dinner.
Reheating some stew from yesterday. The stew we cooked on the fire. Jen's cooking some rice. We used to always use a rice cooker, so she's having a crack. She's been
pretty good
yeah,
so far.
it's been working, eh? It's been good. And we because it's a bit chilly here tonight, a bit windy, we're into our wines. So this is from Down the Rabbit Hole, which we recommend going to if you're down this way.
What's wrong?
It's a third little fly to go in my drink. They just bloody...
Mine's been sweet.
Yeah, why?
No
Come
flies. He's had 3.
I don't want to neck it because it tastes so good.
Bit of protein, babe.
I put it on top of it. Get in there now, you bloody weird little...
Rice flavoured wine.
Better than fly wine.
Oh. Attempt to.
Piece of piss that time, eh? How'd she look? We're out. We're back on the road.
Just giving Troops in the boat a bit of a clean. Troops is done. I feel like I've had a shower too. Nice and clean.
So we're just outside of Port Lincoln at a pretty cheap caravan park. We just went and got some supplies. So we got a new small camp oven so we can make dampers and stuff while our food's cooking. Jen got some flippers. Just trying them on. Some more gas bottles. Got a reel for Jen's rod because we have no idea where we put hers. I think we left it back in Brizzy. Nice. How good's that? So I've just woken up. Jen's making some fancy pancake banana thing that she saw on TikTok. Pretty excited for it actually. We've decided to stay another couple of nights here, so while the weather's no good. So we've booked another site, and it's up that way on the waterfront, and it's right beside our friends without even knowing. So we've moved sites right beside Salty Days. What are the odds? Just setting up again. Just doing a little setup, hey Jen. We're doing our washing, then we're going to punch into town after I have a look at these springs on the boat. So if we excuse the mess here, I've taken apart the old Suzuki Sierra springs I had to the new Suzuki Sierra springs that we put in that were a bit too soft. So I've added 2 more leaves from the old ones, clamped it all back on, and we're going to chuck this back in and see how it goes, because it was still a little bit soft. So hopefully this is the last time we have to have the springs out of the tinny. So the springs are in. They are going to work perfectly like this. However, the U-bolts are a little bit too small. Not enough thread coming through. So hopefully I'll be able to get some of these from either a trailer shop or Bunnings, just a little bit longer of a thread. Otherwise we're taking a leaf back out. But lucky we're in Port Lincoln, so we got a few shops around, so we'll go have a suss for that. New U-bolts are in. Spring sitting well. Time to chuck the wheel back on and do the other side. So we're on to the other side. Just took the spring out. Gonna open up these clamp things, chuck these 2 leaves into this like I did on the other side, and then chuck it back in. So we had a big day. I did the trailer, finished the trailer, did some stuff on the Troopy, and now we are at a winery. We are at Boston Bay
Wines,
which is the closest
winery to the coast.
Yeah.
Or to the ocean.
Yeah, so I'll show you what it looks like. We got a paddle tasting thing coming. We have a Boston Bay Riesling, quite delicate on the palate and quite citrusy.
So where are we?
We're at a brewery. Beer brewery now, Beer Garden in Port Lincoln. Tasting paddle, and yeah. So we just finished up at the winery and the brewery. Now we're doing groceries. I think it's a bad idea.
We've had way too many drinks.
I think it's a bad idea to do groceries, but see how we go.
Let's see what we get.
Let's blow the budget. I'm getting straight to the donut aisle, I tell you. See how we go. This is where we stayed for the night last night, Lincoln National Park. We had our friends that stayed over this side, so we had a good night with them. There's a tinny, there's Troops. I just went for a little look out here to see if we could find some razorfish that we've been getting told about. And got a couple. So there they are there. So I might go and have a look at a couple more, and that's going to be our dinner. So we've never cooked razorfish before, but we've been shown how to open it up and cut it up and that. So yeah, we'll show you how we go. We went back and got a couple more razorfish. We're gonna punch it down the national park a bit further now. So I've just woken up in the Lincoln National Park, and we just bought this little companion jet boil the other day. So we're using that to make our coffees in the morning on the Eyre Press. And yeah, it was like half the price of the jet boil and seems to boil the water real fast. She's a bit lopsided at the moment, but And you can also get these jet boil canisters from Kmart for $4, the smaller sized ones. So we'll be getting them from now on as well. Yeah, but Tinny's over there. We're gonna make some brekkie and then have a bit of an explore. So we're driving back from the campsite we went to last night in the national park, and it has got to be the roughest road you can bloody even imagine.
It's probably only 2 k's, but it takes you
Slowest
2 hours
2
to get through.
Because like, I don't know, the rocks are so sharp and so like jagged and everywhere. You just have to go so slow. Where are we heading today, Jen?
We're going to Fishery Bay, which is just outside the national park, heading towards Coffin Bay.